What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman III of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning into the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over social media at GBP Daily. Shoot me a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit me up in the DMs. I am always available to talk Packers anytime, any day. It is Tuesday, September 9th. Happy Tuesday. We are coming off a fun one on Sunday, a big win over Detroit, but we are full steam ahead with the Commanders coming to town on Thursday night. Lambeau Field, prime time, Thursday. Whew. I am excited. Two teams that have Super Bowl aspirations. This game is going to be a fun one. Jaden Daniels, the Commanders have a bunch of good guys over there. Jaden Daniels, Deebo Samuel, Terry McLaurin. They got Austin Eckler at the running back position. And, yeah, they were in the NFC title game last year against the Eagles. So they are coming off a really good year. Jaden Daniels and company took care of business last weekend against the Giants with no problems, as did we against Detroit. So should be a good one. I'm hoping it will be. Let's talk about the injuries to start here for the Packers. Some big names, including Zach Tom, who went down during what would have been pick six that was negated by a penalty, thankfully. He fell kind of awkwardly over Jordan, and it is designated as an oblique injury. So he did not practice today. Aaron Banks, another offensive lineman who did not practice today with an ankle and a groin injury. So two big names, two starters along that offensive line that most likely probably won't be going on Thursday night. Some guys that we could see plugged in their places, former first-round pick Jordan Morgan, of course, for Banks, and then Darian Kennard for Zach Tom. Morgan, as we all know, had a pretty good training camp, had a good preseason, and I'll be excited if he is out there getting the start for Banks, as I think he'll plug in just fine. Darian Kennard, on the other hand, who we traded for from the Eagles, is who I will be watching to see if he's able to hold up against that Commanders front, if he is indeed in for Zach Tom. Matt LaFleur just did say now during his presser that I believe is still going on, that they will give Banks and Tom all the way up until game time before making a decision. Jordan Love, he has now attempted a career best 195 consecutive regular season passes without an interception. He's gone 8 straight games, regular season games, without throwing a pick. And this is the longest stretch by a quarterback in Green Bay since Aaron Rodgers back in 2019. So, taking care of the ball, at least in the regular season, Jordan has been doing that pretty well as of late. That is courtesy of the Packers dope sheet. The Packers dope sheet is a post they put out each week, and it highlights interesting facts, some stats like the one I just read off, all that good stuff. So, however, this one is a little bit cherry-picked, if I don't say so myself. They worded it regular season pass attempts because when I read that, I instantly thought of the Eagles playoff game last year where Jordan did throw 3 picks. I'm on board, though, with whoever wrote it. Let's forget about that game. I am just fine with that. Packers open up as 3.5-point favorites. Both teams are 1-0. Washington, like I said earlier, had no problem taking care of the Giants on Sunday. And, yeah, two teams who hope to be in the Super Bowl. The tickets, surprisingly, for tomorrow night or for Thursday night in Lambeau are kind of on the cheaper side. If you're planning on going to a Packers game this year, do not buy your tickets anywhere else than TickPick. Why is that, Rob? Why is that, you ask? Well, they guarantee the cheapest Packers tickets on the market. In fact, if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, which you won't, because I've tracked and logged every single game and compared them to other ticket sellers and for the past 2 years, and they will refund you 110% of your money back if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, which you won't. Same tickets as everybody else, StubHub, SeatGeek, all those guys, and TickPick is the cheapest every single time. You want an extra little bonus, too? Use the code Packers21 to take an extra $21 off of the already cheapest tickets on the market. Shout out to TickPick. Let's hop into the comment section here. And as always, if you want to be a part of the show, give me a call on the Nicolet Law hotline, 319-242-2332. Family owned and operated since 2007 with decades of combined legal experience, Nicolet Law's team of compassionate local attorneys are prepared to meet your unique legal challenges head on and provide the guidance that you need to make the most informed decision possible. They have just shy of 2,000 five-star reviews and have helped their clients recover over $350 million in the last 17 years that they have been in business. Injured? Get Nicolet. My man Rakeem is in the house. What's up, Rob? Packers versus Commanders is a game in our schedule that I've been looking forward to the most. Excuse my French, but I smell another bleep kicking incoming. Go, Pack, go. That's quite the bold statement, Rakeem. Another butt kicking against one of the NFC's finest, at least as of last year. That would definitely surprise me. I didn't see it coming again on Sunday against Detroit, and I'm glad I was wrong. I don't see it coming Thursday night, but I hope I am wrong again. I think Jaden Daniels, Terry McLaurin, Debo even, he had a bunch of targets and catches last week. I think they're going to be a little bit more of a challenge than Detroit, even before Sunday's game against the Lions. I think the Commanders are the better team, and it's a short week. Now, a lot of this will depend on if Zach Tom and Aaron Banks can go. That'll be something to monitor for sure as we get into the day tomorrow, get into pregame on Thursday. Coach did say they were going to give them up to game time to decide if they will play or not. And guys like Jaden Reed, he was an estimated did not practice yesterday. The Packers didn't actually practice, but so that was an estimation with the foot injury. And Jaden was talking about after the game on Sunday that, hey, it's good to get a win, but he's definitely hurting. So we'll see if Jaden is a go. He did get an upgrade today for today's practice, and he was limited. So we shall see as the day goes on Thursday and then pre-games to see if Jaden's good to go. So I hope you're right, Rakeem. I would love to see another butt kicking. That is for sure. My man Aaron is in the chat. Any concern if Banks can't go? I am going under the assumption that Tom will be resting. Aaron, I'm not sure if I'd say concern for the Banks scenario. As for the Zach Tom situation, that's probably what I would be more concerned about. Jordan Morgan would be the fill-in for Banks. He had a great camp. He'll have the help of Elton Jenkins at center to kind of keep things steady and moving. As for Kennard, Darian Kennard, he would be filling in for Zach Tom if he can't go. And yeah, he'll be out there on an island at times. So we'll see how he holds up if he indeed is the plug-in for Zach Tom if he can't go. Let's just hope both those guys can go. Matt LaFleur was just talking about it during his presser that they'll give them up to game time to see if Banks and Tom can give it a go. Banks has a groin and ankle injury, and Tom with an oblique injury. So hopefully those guys can get better. My man Nick is in the house. I really like what I'm seeing from Golden's tape. He's got so much. He got open so much and was open during Kraft's touchdown. I think his blocking's got to get better, but mid-year he's going to take off. I hope you're right, Nick. I hope you're right. We've got so many mouths to feed that, it's a guessing game on who's going to get the most targets week in and week out from that receiver room. I also thought Dontavian Wicks had a great game. He had, I think, 2 targets, and they were 2 tough catches. So he was good in the blocking game as well. And he's taking that step that we've all been hoping that he would. So hopefully it continues. Thank you, Nick. Hassan, Micah on the same pitch count for Sunday. Micah Parsons played 29 total snaps on Sunday, and as we all know, his presence was felt every single snap. He had the pressure that led to an Evan Williams interception. He took on some double teams to free up guys like LVN and Rashawn, Colby Wooden at times. during that big-time stop at the goal line against Gibbs. He will be on the same pitch count for Sunday, and I think that's going to be the case for the next several weeks. Coach said that they're going to use these next 2 or 3 weeks to pretty much ramp him up and kind of use it as sort of a training camp-esque type of ramp up. So thank you, Hassan. Appreciate you hopping on. Tristan, is Matthew Golden going to get more action? I hope so. There were so many guys with catches last week. I know Nick was just talking about it, and spreading the ball around worked great on Sunday. So I'm okay with whatever works. And yeah, we had no issues. He had no issues getting separation, and I'm sure we'll see him get his at some point. It's sort of a fantasy football type scenario that can explain it pretty well. I wouldn't pick any Packers receivers because every week we'll probably have a different guy who will be getting the majority of the yards, the catches, etc. Although I say that with Matthew Golden on my team. But 1 week it'll be Romeo, the next maybe Wicks, the next Golden, and so on. So he'll get his soon, hopefully on Thursday. My man Nick, Rob, did you used to play football in school? And if you did, what position were you? Yes, I played football all growing up since probably, 5 or 6, whenever flag started up until my senior year in high school. Yep, I played corner mainly, and then receiver opposite of that. So loved playing high school football. Those were some of the best days of my life, that is for sure. Decided not to in college. Not sure if I could have, maybe at somewhere smaller that didn't really matter. Decided to focus on school. So there you have it. Yeah, loved the old football days back in the day. Corner, the second toughest position on the field, in my opinion. Thank you, Nick, for hopping in. Appreciate you. King AJ over on YouTube. My man, I think I have a solution to our cornerback problem. Just keep them in rotation. They all share the snap count. It's risky, but we have to have something special in one of those guys, and I think we do in Carrington Valentine. He gave up his second touchdown in coverage, and the first touchdown he's given up in over a year. The last was during the 2023 season. So a 7th-round pick, not too shabby. As far as Keyshawn goes, he had a rough one against the Lions on Sunday. Hopefully that'll improve on Thursday. I know him and Javon Bullard combined, they had 15 targets thrown their way, and there were 14 completions allowed. So not good. Not good. Nixon also had a missed tackle. So hopefully that improves on Thursday. Thank you, King AJ, for hopping in. I appreciate you. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me today as far as the show goes. But as you know, the content never stops. Thank you again for tuning in, and always, always, always love talking Packers with you guys. Hit me up on social media at GBP Daily. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Any sort of interaction helps myself and helps the page. I will be back and at it again tomorrow. Have yourself a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.